What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to CheeHoo Garage. My name is Kikes, and today we got the new project in the house. It's a 2011 Chevy Silverado quad cab. It's a 4x4. It got a 5.3 LC9. It's pretty nice. It's clean. The paint is cherry. So let's just talk about what we're gonna do to this thing. It's freaking hot. I'm sweating, and all I did was crawl underneath and take off the skid plate. But anyways, so the story behind this vehicle, I picked it up pretty cheap because the owner wanted to get rid of it. It's making a loud ass noise. And then the oil pressure gauge is reading 0, and I went to check the trouble codes with the HP tuners, and this is what I seen. If you've been following along with our CheeHoo Garage Instagram, you notice I've been accumulating a lot of parts. So right off the bat, I was thinking lifter tab. We're doing a full DOD AFM delete. This thing also has VVT, so we're getting rid of that stuff. I want to change out the oil pump, pickup tube, you know, all the common problems that cause these engines to have low oil pressure. Best case scenario is we find a collapsed lifter or something causing the noise, and the cam's not all grounded up with metal shavings all over the block. Worst case scenario, the bearings are spun, no oil pressure, and I gotta pull the block. Well, like I said, I got this truck pretty cheap, and I already got like almost $3 grand in parts already. So what I was thinking, with the trouble codes that I found, because it has to do with oil pressure, voltage circuits or whatever, I'm thinking that could just be the sensor. I could verify by putting a gauge on the by the oil filter, or taking out the sensor and putting a gauge there, but I think it already calls for a teardown. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I want to do anyways. So first things first, I'm gonna drain the coolant and just start getting stuff out of the way, like the intake, you know, the air box, the intake and all that stuff, and get back to you guys. If you remember that noise that the engine was making, the previous owner, at first they thought it sounded like a pulley. It kind of sounds like a pulley or a tensioner or something. So they took the belt off and ran the engine, and it still made that noise. So that's how you verify that problem. And then the AC belt, I have a new one, so I'm just gonna cut it off because there's no tensioner for that, so you have to walk it on and off. That means you gotta spin the crank pulley to get it on, and that's how you get it off. So I'm just gonna cut it. Yowza! Just cut it. You cannot reuse them anyway because you gotta stretch it. Okay. Now, if you haven't already, it's a good time to disconnect your battery so we can start unplugging sensors, Get the front drive off. Take the intake off. Coil packs. Valve covers. Yada yada yada. So first I want to take off my water pump. So I took out the thermostat, the 2 bolts for the thermostat housing, because I gotta reuse the housing. I bought a new water pump and a new thermostat, but didn't come with the housing. So after you take off the big hose and spill coolant all over, then what I do for these 2 hoses that never been moved since the factory, after you fight these clamps back, I get this hook. See this hook tool? And then this is what I do. I like to slide it like this. Okay. And then I just run this thing on the inside without puncturing this hose. Just to get it off of the you know, lift it from the pipe. And then it should be easy to just pull off like this. Make sure to spill more coolant. Oh yeah. Make sure you spill them all over the compressor. Now there's 6 10 millimeters. Oh, you always gotta, sounds like a bell. 6 10 millimeters holding on the water pump. And if you're not sure where they are, follow me. Look at the new one. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't mess around. We only got Delco, so 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then these. Oh, holy smokes! Okay. So this is where the thermostat housing go. This hole don't have nothing. And then the 2 this is where the tensioner goes. I have a new tensioner, but I need those bolts, so I guess I gotta take that off. And I do have a new one, but I need these bolts. And while we're at it, I'm gonna just whack this, guys. The valley cover and see all these bumps. That's how you know you got DOD. DOD, AFM, same shit. This thing over here, and you can see this with the water pump on. You just gotta know what you're looking for. When you see this is the VVT. So we're deleting all of this. That's why I need the LS2 front cover. But just giving you some info so you know what to look for. Because not all cars have this. This is a premium LC9 aluminum block, so it came with everything. I'll fight with that later. Pull the alternator out, so you kind of gotta pry it because it's tight. So what I'm gonna do is try to push these things back in. So when we put the new alternator, it goes in easier. So what I did, I just get a big socket, get a bolt, put 2 washers on so that you don't fold the washer. And I'm just gonna tighten this. And then if you watch that, I'm just gonna tighten this. Oh. Redo that. I need a washer on the back of this. See that? Now it got pushed in. So the new alternator can go on a lot easier. So to take off this bracket, you don't have to take off the power steering pump pulley, but I wanted to because I wanted to clean up this bracket because it's pretty cruddy. So I used the power steering pulley removal tool from Amazon, link in the bio. And you just want to start it with a wrench and a ratchet. You can feel it tight in the beginning, so it's kind of nerve-wracking because sometimes these pulleys can crack if it's stuck. But just take your time, and then once you feel it getting easier, and then I think I used my impact to take it off the rest. And now we got 1 bolt on the bottom for the bracket, and then 3 in the middle. And then there's also those 3 holding the pump to the bracket, and once you get those off, you can pull the bracket right off. And don't forget, there is also 1 on the back of the pump. So if you pull the bracket off with the pump, you need to take off this one and the other 4 bolts, and you can pull the whole thing on the side with the pump still attached to the bracket. I've done that before, but and then when I'm trying to pull it to the side, look at this. The freaking harness is routed between the hoses, so we cannot have that. Plus the wire loom's gone, which I'm gonna rewrap all the wires later. But grab this fancy hose clamp tool and fight with this hose just so I can move the stupid harness out of there. I don't know why it's there in the first place, but yep. Get rid of it, put the hose back on, and then I'm gonna pull the pump in that little corner over there. There we go. Now it's all set. Line up that clamp, and then I'm just gonna pull it on the side so we can continue with the rest of this teardown. Damn it, it wasn't recording. But I promise you that this little Milwaukee with some knockoff Milwaukee batteries from eBay, 6.5 amp hours, took out the crank bolt. You can believe it or not, but go try. I love this gun. This is the Ari's puller, R's, Rs, whatever. Amazon, and it's pretty good. I'm getting my money's worth because this is the second time I'm using it. So as you can see, this pulley has notches, has flats on the back of the pulley, so it'll hook onto those notches. Some of them you grab from the splines, not splines, but the spokes of the pulley. Some of them, and then this one happens to grab from the back of the body. So, yep, 17 millimeter. Just gonna let them rip. CheeHoo. Yeah. Okay guys, it is the next day. Where I'm at now, I got most of the front removed. Well, actually I got everything removed except the timing cover. And then you can see it's kind of oily and dirty. I kind of wish I washed it first, but then I didn't wash it because what if then I wouldn't be able to tell what was leaking. So I knew the oil cooler hoses are leaking, so I ordered new ones and I just cut them right there. And then the power steering pump is just hanging out right over here in this pocket, just chilling. So what's left, what's next is I gotta start taking off all these connectors. You know, like this one, I think you move back this plastic, and then you can press it and pull it. The coil packs can stay because you just disconnect that gray one, and then that's a separate harness with the coil packs. I gotta get all the injectors, and everything on the manifold. It's really not that bad. It's just crappy because I gotta lean over and smash my stomach. But I gotta say, like, this, bro, look at these wires. Like the loom just cracked off. You can see just pieces of loom. So we gotta take care of that. I am gonna replace the heater core hoses, because why not? This is the best time to do it, the most access. And then after I get the harness off, I can pull the manifold. And then I'm gonna take off the valve covers, and hopefully we find a dead lifter. The shit we gotta do to film a f***ing video. Sunny! I found the problem for that evap code. This hose is cracked. Evap leak. CheeHoo. This thing gonna be like brand new when I'm done with it. Sunny! I need a 10mm wrench, but I don't like climb out of here. I don't want to climb out of here to grab it, so I'm trying to call my son. Hey, babe.
Yes?
Can you give me a wrench?
Yeah, are you okay? I got scared.
I need a 10mm ratchet wrench.
Which drawer?
Down. Right there. What is Jace doing?
I'm lying down. 10. This one?
Yep. I'm gonna really climb out of here. Thanks.
You're welcome.
See? I was gonna bring my phone, but nah. Thank you. Seen that, guys. So if I forget where I put these bolts, I just watched the video. You ever took out a bolt with Loctite? Whew. Try it for yourself and comment down below what it smells like. No, don't comment down below because I don't want to get banned. But anyway, I learned that from some old pervert mechanics back in the day. See? Coil packs plugged into each other or into the main harness. So I just gotta take off the fuel line and the intake can come off. So before you disconnect the fuel, there's a Schrader cap on this side. I'm just gonna push it to release pressure. Should gas all over my hand.
Whoa.
No. Bro, where you was? I was calling you. You never hear me.
No.
Now,
Why?
good, you can film for me then. Cause I can stand up and reach all the shit in the back. So now, I can take out the 8mm, holding in this harness. I mean, bro, if you're gonna cameraman, you cannot be chewing your Starburst louder. You know what I mean?
These aren't Starburst.
What you eating?
Mentos? You want one?
No, not right now. But okay.
Okay.
Fuel line. You can take the camera off and.
But I think this is a good angle.
Can you see this?
No? What is that?
The fuel line. That's what I'm trying to show. Can't see or no?
Can.
Okay. So I purged the valve on this side. Got my hooker over here. So you just pry off on this clip. It just pries off of this part, and it slides out from here. Okay. Fuel line clip. Then you need these things. I think it's this one. Look. So you just slide this in. Okay. And you push the line this way. And with the clip, then you just pull the whole thing off.
Yep.
See those little tabs? I was fighting with this one, but I think it was too small. Should buy the aluminum one. But anyways, these things gotta free these tabs. Push those tabs down, and then it can slide off. Okay, let the fuel line off. Now, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 8mm to take the intake off. Obviously, but anytime you tighten down something flat, you want to start in the middle and work your way out so that you spread the weight evenly. And then when you take it off, you reverse that, right? Because you don't want stuff to bow or whatever. So I'm just gonna start on the outside. Taking a break so this guy can take off the valve cover. Hopefully we find what we're looking for. Yep, outside. Twist them like one regular ratchet. Pull. With your right hand, pull up. Hold the head with your other hand.
Oh.
Pull up. Yeah. Now squeeze trigger. Okay. Okay. Big reveal. Pull the valve cover off. Oh, this shit's so tight. Yeah. Okay. Let's put them on the ground by you. Should shake this one and should shake them all. Yeah, next one. Next one. Back one. Nope, not that side. We got the valve covers off, and there's actually nothing stands out like the AFM cylinders. I mean, this one's a little loose, but like I said, nothing. Oh, this one's I don't know. It's not obvious yet, so we gotta keep digging. So next I'm gonna get the front cover off. There's only one bolt on this side holding that stupid ass harness, and the other side it just pulls out this way. So like, if you can see, if you get caked in oil, this oil and crap. And then there's this little, see that little by my thumb? That little ding ding, that goes in the hole, and that side's bolted. Everything looks good, nothing broken yet. So we carry on. I gotta get the exhaust bolts out before I put the heads. Alright guys, time to take off the head. Now note to self, take out the spark plugs before you unbolt the exhaust. And then when you do both sides, it can drop straight down. That way you don't have to separate those 3 bolts from the flange. So now take off these rockers, 10mm. Now we can go ahead and unbolt the head. Like I said, whatever the sequence is, go in reverse. So we're gonna take off, loosen these little ones at the end, the 10mm on the end, and then The rest of the bolts are 15 in reverse order of installation. Kano!
Yeah.
Come. On the cart, is there a ratchet?
What's a ratchet?
Like a hole? Nah. Looks like this, but the longer one. This thing is blinking, so I need a new battery.
Okay, where's...
Slide this under the top of that one. Yep.
This way? You're charging? Okay, where's the new one?
Top drawer on the block. Thank you. Perfect timing. Whoa! There we go. Moment we all been waiting for, well, at least I have, and we're gonna pull out the lifters and hopefully we find the collapsed one. If we don't, then I don't know. Okay, which side do we take off first? Since you can see this side, we're taking off this side first. Here's the two AFMs. Number one cylinder. They both look the same, so it's not these. See if we can get the regular ones. Regular lifter. If you didn't know, This cylinder 1, 7 are the DOD cylinders, and on this side 4 and 6. 4, 6. So it goes 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, the two in number 7 don't look collapsed. Number 4 cylinder, also not collapsed. Okay, last cylinder. Oh, last 2 cylinders. And these 2 also not collapsed. So what the fuck was making that noise then? Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this, but I don't know if you can see this. I pulled this regular, it's a regular lifter that was pulled out of cylinder 8, and it looks a little mangled, like So this lifter is definitely mangled. So now we gotta figure out why. But at least we found something. I was getting freaking worried I was gonna cry. We also won't be using this anymore. This is like the VVT bolt. Well, anyways, the new cam has... Well, anyways, this is a 1 bolt cam. And the new cam is 3 bolts. Just FYI. So... Oh well, I cracked the tensioner. Good thing I bought another one. Now it'll be easier to take off the top sprocket. Don't need this. We're not gonna use that anymore, so feel free to slam it on the ground. Ooh, thank you. Okay, what about this side? Oh, thank you. We don't need to break shit now, guys. Bro, it's got so much Loctite on it. God damn. Okay. We are not reusing this or those stupid ass bolts. Now we can pull the cam out. I think that was the first time ever I used that 3/8 inch socket. First time ever. Okay. Getting scared. Alright. Don't forget to take out the bolt before you hit the condenser. Damn it. That's why you gotta take out the radiator, so you can pull this beach out. The lifter that was bad on number, what's the back one? What do you call that? 2468. It's not all mangled. It's not all mangled, guys. That means there shouldn't be metal all over the block. Thank you. Come again. Okay, guys, so it's the next day, and I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. So as you can see, got the heads off, and all the AFM DOD lifters were completely fine. I did find that one lifter from the number 8 cylinder that was pitted, but I don't know if that's what was causing the noise, you know. So let's replay that noise. So I was planning on doing the DOD delete anyway, so it's not like I took apart all that stuff for nothing, because it had to come off. But the problem I'm having is that I still don't know where that noise came from. And I was just hoping to find a collapsed lifter, or even a broken timing chain tensioner, because it's kind of like a slap. But you know, I keep replaying the video of the engine running with the noise, and now it's like, could it be a rod knock? Also, I was talking to my sensei Sal, now that he lives in Washington, and he's saying he's seen cracked flex plates. So regardless, the next thing I was gonna do was drop the oil pan, because I got a new pump and a new pickup tube, and I was gonna change the oil pan gasket. So what I'm leaning towards now is I should just pull the block out of the truck, because one, it'd be easier to do those things that I was already gonna do. Two, I can inspect for more stuff, more possible damage, which is what I want. I want to find the reason why. And the third good thing is I can do the rear mainsail at the same time, and this thing will be totally sealed up when it goes back together. So taking the motor out isn't really a big issue. The only issue is I ain't got no room in this garage. As you can see, every time I work on this truck, I try to roll it out onto the driveway, but this driveway is so steep, it's not like I can just put it on the driveway and then pull a motor out. Like, I can't even walk to the other side of the garage with this truck being here with the door closed. And then I do have a cherry picker buried over there with an engine stand with a Gen 3 5.3 on it. So I'm gonna need the stand. But anyway, the good thing is I can get in here and re-wrap this freaking harness. Like, it looks terrible. I got the new oil pump. I think these are the trunnions. LS7 lifters. New GM pickup tube. We got the BTR. Just a stage 1. You know. GM lifter trays. I got GM what is this? New crank bolt. All the sensors are new. I did get a new tensioner, but I think we might be going with the spark plugs in here. What else? I might be putting in the LS2 timing chain tensioner because it is more durable. These things are known to break because it's this plastic piece. As you can see, when I was trying to compress the existing one, I cracked it. LS7 lifters, the valve springs. So I'm actually gonna send the springs and the valve seals with the heads to the machine shop so that they can put them all on one time. And then new tensioner, idler. Even though the tensioner I took off still looks new. But yeah. So like what I'm trying to say is you can do this. Oh, that's the looks like some import valve cover, but that's actually the new valley plate that's going on. And then I'm gonna use this to plug the DOD holes. But what I'm trying to say is you can do this. You can do a DOD delete for way less if you just get the necessities. I'm just the overdoer. I'm just back to OEM plus. That's what I'll call it, OEM plus. So it's actually a LS2 front cover because we don't got the VVT anymore. So you just use the cam sensor. And then what's in that box? I ordered so much crap, I forget what I ordered already, but you gotta go with the OE gasket for the exhaust. My favorite wires, Taylor Gang. These are beasts. What the heck is in that box? Oh, an intake. So I don't have to run the dumbass factory thing that goes all the way to the back of the engine. And I got all the gaskets. You know, some stuffs I like Felpro, and some stuffs I like OE. So you can use whatever you like. You can use the cheap ones from China if you want to, but that's totally up to you. And then you can do a whole delete for like $600. And then on top of the other things, new water pump, Delco, but I don't know why I gotta reuse the housing. What else? I didn't like the charging voltage I was getting before I shut her off. Could be because it was sitting for a long time, but it was only charging at like 12.8. So yeah, I ordered a new alternator. And damn, this stuff is adding up real quick. Okay, I'm not rich, guys. I just got good credit. But oh yeah, And just because these freaking exhaust manifolds gave me such a hard time, even though as is it could go back on, whatever, but just, you know what, just because I had such a hard time with these damn things, I'm gonna sawzall them off, and we got headers on the way as of 10 minutes ago. But yeah, so this is gonna be part 1 of Save the Black Silverado edition. And I got a lot of planning to do before I get this thing out, so I promise I won't keep you guys waiting. Well, since this is only my second video this year, it's not like you guys got high expectations, but I should be having part 2 in a couple weeks, because I don't want this thing sitting in here. You know, I got stuff to do in the garage, and I still gotta work on my truck. And the plan that I had with my painter was, after I finish this truck, then he's gonna take my truck to get painted so that I can drive this thing for the time being. So yeah, I was trying to jam this thing out by the end of the month, which probably won't be the case, because waiting for parts freaking sucks. Like, that's the crappiest thing about living in Hawaii. That's why I try to get everything off of Amazon, because free shipping. But if I can't get it and I gotta order from Rock Auto or wherever you guys order from, and shipping it sucks. I think that's gonna be it for this video. And if you want to know what's gonna happen next, stay tuned for part 2. And hopefully there's only a part. Holy smokes, there might be a part 3. Well, in the next video, in part 2, at least we'll get to know what is wrong, hopefully. Or if I put an engine out and find nothing wrong, that's gonna suck. But at least what I don't want to do is assume nothing's wrong, put everything together, start it up, and that stupid noise is still there. So that's, you know. And if we do end up selling this truck, if I ever get rid of it, you can watch this video and see all the crap in there is gonna be brand new, like a brand new truck. So you're welcome. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.